Friends, there is something very common among all of us. This was me 3 years back, having a question in my mind all the time. And nowadays, as a presenter, I have seen people with that same question mark over their faces at the end of a presentation. And I guess it should be there. And that's the reason why Q&A sessions are actually designed for. But hardly anybody of them coming forward and asking the questions. In my professional days, I have seen many Q&A sessions which actually never happened. Friends, my simple question to you. Are you among those people who are actually having the question but not actually coming forward and speak up? Guys, what do you think? It is a lack of curiosity or not having a question, or is it a fear of speaking in front of the public? If it is a fear of speaking in public, then don't worry. It is a learnable skill and we will cover in our next videos to come. But if it is not having a question or a curiosity in mind, then that's the serious matter. Friends, by the end of this video, you will be able to differentiate yourself among those two categories of peoples and boost your learnable skill to altogether next level. Ladies and gentlemen, I Prajwal Gaikwad welcomes you to the yet another introspecting session of my series Meaningful Life, where we help to be you want to be. Curiosity and eagerness are the most effective tools God has retrofitted in our mind. It has been there from our birth and will be there till we die. And these two tools used to feed our brain time to time whenever brain demands. We all grow in this fashion. The senses of hotness, coldness, soreness, sweetness, we all develop their senses through the curiosity in our mind. We all have that one extreme feeling of these senses through the nonsense activities which we did in our childhood. Don't we? But there is one thing my mind is still curious about. I know my mom used to say, "Hey, don't go there. There is bow. Hey, go to sleep. Otherwise bow will come. Prajwal, don't do this again. Otherwise bow will punish you. Here is bow, there is bow." And what that bow mean, I still don't know. Friends, only because of high extent of curiosity in our childhood, we used to grasp, we used to learn things more quickly. And over the period of time, our mind got developed and we started to understand these things in better manner. But after a certain level, when we grew up, which I observe among many of us, that we hardly feed to our brain, we hardly let our curiosity and eagerness to give those inputs to a brain which actually brain demands. There are a lot of incidents. I have seen many people, those who are actually having the question in a mind, but their dead curiosity didn't allow them to ask those questions. Guys, where and how it is going to affect us, let me explain with this beautiful example. Have you heard of Choluteka Bridge? I haven't either. Very lately I come across this post and found it worth sharing with you all. It is a 484-meter long bridge over the river Choluteca in Honduras in Central America, a region which is well known for the storms and hurricanes. In year 1996, when they decided to build a bridge, they want to ensure that it could withstand the extreme weather conditions. A Japanese firm were called and they built a solid bridge considering all safety norms and adverse weather conditions in that area, and made open to public in May 1998. It was one of the engineering marvel at that time and a thing of pride and joy for the people of Choluteca. Same year in the month of October, Hurricane Mitch hit the Honduras. There was a massive rain of 70 inches just in 4 days, equivalent to what they received in 6 months. The Choluteca river was swelled and flooded entire region. Over 7,000 people lost their lives. All the bridges in Honduras were destroyed, except this one. The Choluteca bridge was unaffected. But there was a slight problem. While the bridge was intact, the road leading to the bridge and road living by were both swept away, leaving no sign that there was once road before. And that's not all. That flooding forced that river to change its path. Now the river is flowed beside the bridge and not under the bridge. So the bridge, which was strong enough to survive the hurricane, now becomes worthless. It was the bridge or nothing. Friends, it was happened almost 22 years from now. But the learning from Choluteca bridge is relevant to us now than ever before. The world is changing drastically than you and I ever imagined. And this Choluteca bridge is the perfect metaphor for what could happen to us, our careers, our businesses and our lives. As the world gets transformed, we have to adapt those changes. Otherwise, we will be left nowhere. Don't even think that one degree or diploma you have done 10, 15 or 20 years back will feed you throughout your life. The world is changing drastically. It demands something more from you and you have to deliver. Even if you want to be an expertise in your areas of interest, and for that, if you wish to take a course, you never know, in years to come, it may become redundant. Even if you are an entrepreneur, a businessman or any service provider, we focus mainly on giving solution to the problems without thinking that problem might change. We all are focusing on building a strongest and sophisticated business model, a strongest and sophisticated service or any product, without thinking that there is a possibility that need could change, a market could change. We focus only on building strongest bridge without thinking that a river could change its path also. It's not long way back when we all used to have that strongly built Nokia phone with us. We all clicked photos on that Kodak roll camera. Where they are now? We have to adopt the changes. We have to keep ourselves updated, have a new skill sets, expertise in it, and that's what time demands. Don't let your starving brain to die. Don't let that curiosity to burn out. Keep asking the questions and fit to your brain. May it be any training session, may it be any seminar or your life. Learn something new and explore it. And more importantly, feel the joy of learning something new. Friends, as a storyteller, it's my responsibility to bring genuine content in front of you all. And that's why I try to relate the things with my own story, own experiences. Let me share you where and how this desire of public speaking triggered in my mind. In March 2017, I was given a responsibility. Yes friends, I can't say it as an opportunity. It was a responsibility given to me to host an office program along with my friend Damini. I don't know how I was chosen because I didn't had any experience of public speaking or anchoring or hosting till that day. Only because of my poem writing and reading skills, Rupa ma'am might have chosen me. On the other side, Damini was like a born speaker. We made a script, right from Deep Prajwalan to the vote of thanks. I practiced a lot. Went almost 4 hours before to an actual event to start. Roaming here and there on the dais. And almost 500 to 600 empty chairs staring and laughing at me. Oh my God. And the event started. With lots of nervousness and low voice, somehow I started. I fumbled, made few mistakes, but thanks to my friend Damini, she shadowed all my mistakes. It was an award ceremony, so in between the speech of a guest, I got few time to breathe. It was not done actually. I was a bit sad. There were few fillers like singing and dancing, somehow helping us to keep the tempo of the event high. In one of those fillers, there was a poem. And being a poet, it was on my side. It was a poem of Harivansh Rai Bachchan, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. I narrated that poem with all knowledge of poem reading skills given by my dad. My dad is a known poet, by the way. It is a different story. I'll come to it in my next episodes or in next videos to come. with little bit of knowledge of voice modulation techniques and poem reading skills, I delivered it. And surprise, there was huge round of applause for me. First time in life, 500 to 600 people clapping for me. It was amazing. Thankfully, that day, one poem turned out to be a lifesaver for me. But my awful public speaking skills didn't let me to rest for the days. And from that day, I took over public speaking. Friends, life gives us signal, gives us alarm and opportunities as well. It's up to us how we grab those opportunities and make a most of it. And even if you fail, then don't be upset, don't bother. If you consider life as a game, then there is no game where you always win. And there is no game where you always lose as well. Friends, there are a lot of stories to learn and inspire around you and within your own. So please come forward and speak. And don't hesitate to share your story. Remember the word 3I. When you share your story, you inform, you inspire, and you improve yourself as well. So if you can relate your stories to my stories, then please give a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel. This is Prajwal Gaikwad signing off. Thanks for watching and stay motivated.